Ethereum and Chia are two exciting cryptos that can still be mined by your average computer. So I thought I'd throw every piece of hardware I own at it and see what happens. I'm making about 400 a month with Ethereum, which is standard for the rates right now, and starting to ramp up to Chia because I want to see if I can put all resources at 100%. I don't expect to make more than one or two Chia, but the Ethereum already paid for all this other hardware I had to get, even if I never make anything off Chia. So if you already have a crypto money stream, you might as well dump it into Chia just for fun. You'll see the writeware on the cheap SSDs I have is low enough that I can potentially eBay all of them after I try all the Chia stuff, and even if I get nowhere with it. And I'll still be having the Ethereum build. So with that, let's go see my rigs, because I have a lot of fun building them, so might as well show them off. This is my Chia / Ethereum miner, and as you can see, it's on top of my fridge, so it kind of stays out of the way. The power supply is only a 750. It's running at about 500 right now. That's the main system drive. There's one of three 1060s. I got a 2080 over here, and then two more 1060s. These all mine Ethereum. These are the drives that currently hold Chia. It's an 8 gig. There's a gig. And then I got this fun little power USB drive, which has my cluster of external drives over here. I'm sitting at about, I think 8 or 9 terabytes right now. We'll find out in a minute. This is headless. I only remote into it, so I have no idea what's going on other than the flashy lights. I'll bounce over to the remote desktop of this machine. Stays pretty cool. I think it's sitting at 92 degrees right now. And the hard drive over here is 93. Not bad, gets pretty good airflow. This is my primary plotter. You can see I got two SSDs, and then in there I got an NVMe. It has no GPU because I took every GPU I owned and put it in the Ethereum miner. So with those two SSDs, the NVMe, you can see here, my CPU is just about pegged with those 3 threads. There they are running here. Got also all 3 plotters running. On the C drive, you can see hardly any activity at all. This one puts out a plot about every 7 hours. These two, the SSDs, put out a plot every 9 hours. So between the 3 of them, every 9 hours I got 3 plots. And then it copies it up to that server over there. Here's that machine that we saw on top of the fridge. It's got about 100 mega hash of Ethereum running right now. I've got a new drive ready to fill. You can see some of them already got filled. I think I'm running 8.9 terabytes, so that's 90 plots. I should get about 10 to 15 plots a day. You can see they're not passing any filters yet, it's still taking forever. But there's the threads, there's the utilization. This is my main machine that I do most of the plotting on, and I got some other ones upstairs and everywhere. But any machine you have with a drive, throw it on a plotter, because why not? This is one of my daughter's machines that I stole from her. You can see I shoved another hard drive in there. I got a spinny hard drive and then a SATA in there. You can see they're both plotting here. The spinny drive does a plot about every 9 hours, and it's not getting as utilized. You can see the CPU is about half here. Oh, well, you can see that. The spinny drive is obviously getting pegged. It does about every 11 hours. So every 9 hours and every 11 hours, I get a plot out of these. That's with that spinny drive. The heat on this thing, though, you can see that the spinny drive is a lot hotter. Actually, the SATA is a lot hotter, probably because it's sitting on top of the spinny drive. But this has 32 terabyte of writes, and it's only 98% gone. I had this drive since new, so I'm having no issues with too many terabyte writes on my SSDs, and maybe that's just because of the ones I bought. But it's $50, so it's not that bad. Here's my other daughter's computer. They never use them, so I might as well. Again, same thing, put a spinny in there and a SATA, so I got 2 drives going. You can tell just by looking which one's the spinny and which one's the SATA. Looks like I could maybe add another thread here. Again, 98% for 31 terabytes written, so I don't have any issues with too many writes. And same thing, 9 hours a plot and 11 hours a plot. So these are pumping them, same thing, right into that main machine. Now my absolute favorite 2 plotters, a Asus TS10 thumb drive. These have little bitty Atom processors that you'll never guess, completely pegged. It's only running 1 thread and all 4 cores are trying their damnedest to keep up. This is running off a USB SSD. You can see it's not being used that much. It's sitting right there. That runs right off the thumb drive. I got this wonky adapter for a crappy 320 gig drive I had. Might as well plot on it, right? And that same TS10 and that one is this puts out a thread every 2 days. This maybe about 1.5 days, so it's definitely CPU bound. But this is by far my favorite because it is absolutely ridiculous. Who would plot on this stupid thing? But it puts out a plot every 1.5 and 2 days, so it's an extra plot I wouldn't have.